Hello YouTube, nice for you to see. Welcome back to the channel. For those who don't know, my name is Matthew and this is Matthew Hawker Gaming. Today we're going to do another Eternal video. So if those say Eternal, it's basically like a magic clone, basically, which is a digital only game. Anyway, we're going to do a deck tech for Eternal. So I've been just give you a little bit about my history. I've been playing Eternal for I don't know, 4 or 5 years now. And when you say I've got to Master, which is the top rank in the game for the last gonna say 6-7 months. I think that's fairly accurate. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to give you a rundown of my deck. So this is going to be a mono justice deck today. I'm going to show you a little bit about all the cards, the card choices. I don't take actual credit for the list. It's from Eternal Warcry. I will see if I can link the list, but I'm not sure if I can import the lists in this game. Okay, so I'm going to go through a little bit about each, and for those that my Magic playing people, and so I'll try and explain a little bit about the game. But I did show you a video earlier in my thing. If you scroll back, it was from Eternal, from a Magic player's perspective. All right, we'll go into it. So there's the Eternal. So it's a 75 card deck, and you've got 5 cards in the market. So the first we start off with, and it's a Mono Justice deck. So we've got the 1-drop. So these are basically a 4 of. So it's a 1/1 for 1 essentially, but it has an ability on it. It's got Exalted. So Exalted is when the unit dies, play a weapon with its power and health onto another one of your units. So basically, when it dies, it basically gives you a thing, basically an ability, basically a buff. It's got Lifesteal, which is the same as Lifelink in Magic. It's when this deals damage, you get that much damage. So that's played as a 4 of. I'm around rank, 200 at the moment. I've been in the top 10 anyway. We're going to play some higher ranked games. They're all going to be... I'm at Master anyway. Right, so we've got Ho-Jan, which is an iconic card in this thing. So he's got a lot of abilities on him. He's very good at 2-drop. So he's basically a 2/1 for 2 with the single justice requirement. He has Empower +2/+2 and Lifesteal. Empower is basically something that triggers whenever you play a power card. It's effectively landfall in this game for the Magic players. So it has Renown, so it's the first time you play a spell or weapon directly on it. It's played Justice, Sigil from your deck depleted. Oh, for those that don't know, so this is basically like what I would describe as a mid-range deck. So it basically has a variety of options. So Justice is a colour that it's effective. I would try to compare it to a Magic colour. It has some of the, but the closest thing I can compare it to is the Warrior deck in Hearthstone, because it gains a lot of armor and it has various weapons. It also has a lot of removal, so it feels like to me the Warrior deck in Hearthstone. It's not really. I don't know if it's like a green deck in Magic. It feels a bit like a green deck in terms of the colors the same, but it's like I don't think it has the big creatures as well. Anyway. So it has +2/+2 and Lifesteal for Empower, and it has Renown, so it's played Justice, Sigil from your deck depleted, so it's got the ramp kind of thing, other than 2-drop. He has an alternate art as one of the promos or something available, I think. Right, so this is what Justice has. It has a lot of weaponry, so weaponry, for those that don't know how it works, it's similar to a weapon in Magic, other than they've got various different things on them. So a relic weapon, and then non-relic weapons. So relic weapons are generally things that go on your hero, and those that don't know, so basically you have to attack. Basically, when you're attacking with a weapon, you basically have to you can't attack the hero directly unless all the units have been cleared. So Steelfang Glaive is a versatile thing, which means it can be played either as a relic or weapon or a unit weapon. It has an additional thing, so when you summon it, you play an additional copy of it on a different welder. So it's very good. It's comparable to like a Bone Splitter in Magic, but you're getting 2 of them and you have various things. So if you have the Ho-Jan out, for instance, you can play a copy on your hero and a copy on Ho-Jan and ramp yourself for 1. Okay, so that's the first weapon in the deck, and as I say, there's lots more. Right, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I do various different content, so I'm currently doing Eternal today. But I do Magic, various MTG content and video game content as well. And when you say I've got to Mythic, I've got to top rank in this month, and I've also got to the top rank in Magic as well. I would say so. Right. Anyway, so we'll carry on. So Watch Ring support. It's a relic. Relic is like an enchantment in Magic for those that. So relic is when. So this one is a 2 with a single justice requirement. A deck is also 75 cards in this game. It's when you play an attachment, the top unit or weapon of your deck gets +2/+2. It's got Valkyrie Warp, which you can't actually do in this deck, which basically means you can place from the top of your deck if you have a Valkyrie, but we don't have any. You can play them. Anyway, I like this list. I've been playing it for, 5+ months now? Yeah, it adds 2 random cards to your market, and I do believe there's an achievement for getting like 10 cards in your market, I believe. So they've got the Pangolin. It's like an armadillo. He's cool. I like him. He's cool. I believe there's also one in Magic as well. A black card, something Pangolin, I believe. So this is a free mana, free. I'm going to intermittently use Magic terms as well. I'm sorry if you only play Eternal, but like I played both games anyway. I would recommend the other game. Basically, if you've only played Magic or only played Eternal, I would recommend the other game. The caveat with Magic is they're making a lot of sets now, but if you're playing Arena, it's fairly friendly. Right, anyway, so it's a 3/3 for 3 with a double justice requirement. It's when he attacks, you gain 3 armor, and N2, which means like when it goes to the graveyard affecting Magic, it's like, so it's the top unit or weapon of your deck gets +3/+3. So then you've got some removal, so Auron Condemnation, which is a free one. It's fast, so you can play. It's an instant, as in Magic. It basically kills an attacking enemy unit, so it's a condemn effect. So you gain life equal to its power. So it's kind of like a condemn Swords to Plowshares kind of crossover thing, but it doesn't remove it from the game. Then you've got Equalize, which is one of the iconic cards in this faction. This one has a hefty. It's a 3 mana spell, which means it's got the. Sorry, I'm getting a bit tongue-tied at the moment. So yeah, the justice pips are quite high on it. You need 4 justice before you can play this. It's comparable to a Magic card. It's similar to most. It's a fixed balance basically, and so I play balance mostly in cube when I can draw off the thing. I get it most of the time. Anyway, Equalize is basically the player with the most units must sacrifice units until they're equal. Play most cards in hand, must discard cards until they're equal. Now this is what a great control tool, and basically it's good against the aggro deck because it will reset the amount of creatures on the board. If you have like a creature, or it's best cast when you have nothing in play basically other than maybe a weapon, because you won't have to think. It's good against the control decks as well because it enables you to reset the amount of cards in their hand unless they have a counter of some kind. Anyway, Equalize. You know it's coming, so you can play around it, whereas the opponent doesn't necessarily know it is. Anyway, in Magic, this card also effectively balance your resources, which is like land, so it would reset that. It doesn't do it in this game, but like it's kind of like a fixed balance. Alright, we're going to go into some gameplay afterwards as well. So we've got Jaedon as a 4 of, practically everything in this is 4 of. So it's a 3/3 for 3 as Warcry and Pledge. Pledge means it can be played as a sigil on your first turn, basically. So it can be a resource earlier as well, and this deck likes getting its thing. Oh, you gain 3 and your avatar can attack an additional time this turn. It has Corrupted 5, which means it dies and it comes back, basically, and you can pay 5 and sacrifice it to gain 3 and get the thing, and okay. Then we've got Monarch Cloak, which is another versatile. It's a relic weapon, so you can be played as either on. It's versatile, which means you can play as either a relic weapon or a normal weapon. It's +2/+2, and summons an enemy unit or relic, so it's very good in a variety of matchups. And as we'll see, it's often got a good thing. So this deck can play either. You can play it like an aggro deck. Well, the thing, it's effectively a mid-range deck. You can have a really aggressive start and be quite off to the races, or you have slower, longer game. So it's like a tempo deck, effectively. So you have the Merchant. So these are iconic things. These are basically like the wishes in Magic. So it's something you may choose a card from your hand to swap with a Justice card in your market. I feel it would be a good time now to show you the market. It's on a 2/2. It's on a 2/2 flyer for 3 mana. Right, so we'll show you the cards in the market. So we've got, you have 5 cards in your market. It would be equivalent to a sideboard in Magic, which is 15. Right, so we've got Pristine Light. It's kill each unit with 4 power or more. And it has Onslaught. So Onslaught is do something when played if any of your units have attacked. So it's also draw each unit from your void that died this turn. So you gain all your stuff back, pretty much. That, as long as it died this turn. Okay, then we've got Avagraft, which is a a relic. It basically summons it, kills an enemy unit without flying. The cursed player can't play units with that name, so it's good if they're, like most things, have multiple copies of various cards. But there is a slight drawback. If they manage to get rid of it, they get a 3/3 flyer, but that's negligible cost. I was considering whether I should play an Equalize in the market for consideration, but because I sometimes find myself wanting to get one in certain matchup. Anyway, we've got Cleansing Rain. So this is you and units get Aegis and Decimate. You kill all enemy curses. Useful for getting rid of some of the more prevalent curses. Then you've got a Mantle of Justice. It just makes your thing quite large. It's just a weapon, so you're going to play it on your units. And it's +X+X, where it plus power and health equal to your Justice influence. So if you have 4 Justice, it will be +4/+4. Right, and then you've got Harsh Rule, which is one of the Wrath effects. So it's kill all units. Just kills everything straight out. It doesn't get around Aegis by that one. I was considering whether I should play the one with there's one that will get around Aegis, but it costs 6. I would consider that at the moment. Anyway, I'm doing all right with this at the moment. So then we go back to the main. So we've got Auric Runehammer. That is only a 3 of it. It's a 4 casting cost relic weapon, and it gives you +4/+1. It's summon you invulnerable to damage this turn. So that means you can generally take out something with like 4+ power, and if you combine it with the creatures as well, or you do it after you've attacked with other stuff, you can normally finish it. Alright, this is and back to the 4. So we've got Furious Magventurous, I think is how you pronounce it. Anyway, it's one of the iconic cards. It's a 3/4, 2 Justice, casting cost threshold. It has endurance, which means it readies at the end of your turn, can't be stunned and can't be exhausted, so it's got vigilance as in Magic. You summon it, gains you 3 armor and stuns an enemy unit. When Magventus attacks, it gets +X+X equal to your power. Power equal to your armor, sorry. I've been playing most of the games today, and sorry, the terms are going to get to me. Anyway, then we've got the last weapon, which is a relic weapon. This is really, it's a win game card. It's plating. So it's an 8 casting cost with quad resource cost. It has Inscribe, which means you can basically play it as a depleted sigil, which means you can basically use it early for the thing, and in quite a lot of games you don't get to it, and it's useful to have the sigil for other stuff. Right, anyway, it basically means your avatar can attack twice. When you inscribe plating, you gain 2 health, so it's quite good. It can win you the game outright, often enough. We've got 13 basic Justice things, and then we've got the equivalent other ones. So we've got this Emerald Waystone, which gains you Justice. Then if you have quad Justice, you gain 1 armor. Then we've got Justice Sketch, which is pretty good. It's most of these series are like, I don't know what this series of power cards, I call them lands, they're power cards, sorry. This series are called, I mean, this one's quite good. It basically gives you green. It's got a slight drawback. It's depleted unless you've played a sigil this game, but like that's not going to be a big drawback. Basically, when you have Amplify is effectively kicker in Magic, because it's when you play this, you may pay the Amplify cost any number of times. It's worth bearing in mind, you can do it multiple times if you have the mana spare, the resources spare. Right, so for those that don't know, Research Lab is once per turn, you may pay 5 to double a unit's power and health. You can't do it at any speed. You could basically only do it in your turn. It's worth bearing in mind. Then we've got 4 Overgrown Rifts. So basically, it just gains you Justice, depleted unless you already have Justice, and it's got Spellcraft 4, which is Reinforce. Reinforces you gain 4 armor, basically. So right, so that's basically the deck. I've explained everything, so we're going to some gameplay now. We're going to go into some gameplay. Right, let's check I've got it in the right mode. I don't think I have, because I was mucking around trying to do achievements. Alright, my friend's playing Counter-Strike. I've got someone else I know on the game. So I'm at rank 153. We're going to play you 3-4 games and just see how it goes. Depends how quick they are. Alright, let's wish me luck. And good luck to people as always, for those who are playing. And say, yeah, Direwolf are doing some weird stuff with Eternal. Basically, they're only releasing cards currently at the moment in like the season thing. They haven't done a new set in a year. Now, as is, that's probably not a great hand. I'm probably going to mull it. It's got removal, but it doesn't have a lot. I'm even going to send it back. Right. I think we'll try it, but I'm not sure convinced it's great. We're currently looking at whether we're going to play the plating as a resource, but we don't need to make our mind up yet. Wish them good luck. I keep on wanting to press the full control button because, okay, so now we're less likely because we want to get to the equalise. The aim is to put our gods onto the table and then cast equalise. We don't have any creatures effectively, so we're going to play equalise as a removal spell. So they're playing. I'm trying to get the two colours. Oh, it's Praxis. Praxis is the two colour. Praxis is the two colour combination they're playing, so that's fine. So this is basically a good one drop. I play it in my time deck as well. It's basically a 0/1 for 1, but it has overwhelm. Not relevant if it's just that size. And it's also got Amplify 4, which is +4/+4, and effectively it's got Kicker. Effectively, yeah, so... Okay, so the aim is to try and get to it. So our best thing is just to play resource. And then we're basically going to use the Condemnation on this when it attacks. I could play Ho-Jan now, but I don't feel it's right. I think we're going to wait and play the Condemnation when he attacks. Because they want to attack with it, because it's going to get a trigger. So it's when Zuburi attacks, the top unit of your deck gets +X equal to his power. So, I mean, they've got, so they're not, they're free, effective thing. So see if they have a counter. I have to go for it. Yeah, as you see, that went through. They will still get the trigger, because I have to wait until they attack to get the thing. But, like, I feel, yeah, that's Summoner's Summon. So Summoner's Summon, for those that don't know, is basically, it's when he attacks, you may play a unit from your hand, which is quite powerful. Right, so I'm going to play this. I'm going to whether if I want to do this now or not. They've got 4 cards in the hand. I feel I want to cast the Equalise now. I don't want to get risk hitting something big, and I feel I'm going to think I'm not going to have to discard any cards for it. I can keep the plating. I've got double Ho-Jan, so I'm just going to cast it now.
My verdict is...
And see what happens. Hopefully it goes through. Because I don't want to get risk, because this servant, it's similar to an Elvish Piper. Other than it puts the thing into play. I think there's an achievement for that. I can't remember. Anyway. Yeah, so Eternal basically haven't released a full set in like a year. So they're basically wishing for something out of their market that will help. I'm not really sure what they'll get. We haven't really shown them really what our deck is. Yeah, anyway. I'm just going to play these two.
Never stop. Never stop. Never break.
And hopefully they can get to... They're back to 5 power now. We're at like 6. If the...
Welcome to your new home.
So for those that don't know this, they've got Caleb, so that's not looking great already. So this is at 8-4. When he hits, I can block. I can probably be better blocking. Is there any reason not to block? Yeah, when he hits the enemy player recruit. Okay, I'll just block.
Time to fight back.
I don't want to take it. I mean, they've still got stuff, so that I can make the. I'm going to play the card. It's units you've got get charged, so I'm going to play the Watchwing support, so we're going to get a trigger on that. So our next unit is bigger. I'm going to see if I want to attack or not. I mean, probably don't want to attack because they can block it reasonably. Unfortunately, it doesn't defend well either. Anyway, let's see if we can get to the... Oh, they've got another Caleb. Yeah, so that's looking a lot worse. Right, so now he's attacking. So he's attacking for 3 times 2. He's attacking for 10, effectively. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to let... Well, I could block and then hopefully get something off the top. I think I'm better blocking the Caleb and taking the larger amount of damage because he'll get a recruit trigger. So I'll block like that.
Justice.
Alright, so that's something. So basically we have an option here. So we can kill Caleb. Or so we'll play this. So we silence a unit or relic. So we'll silence that. Which takes it down to 3-5, which is the concern it dealt with. So that's good on our part. So now we hit Caleb. We are going to lose the weapon next turn.
Fight on.
But I think I could also inscribe this. I don't think I am at the moment. I'll just pause. Anyways, I'm going to lose my weapon next turn.
Welcome to your new home.
Okay. And also the thing about keeping, recruits Caleb. That's probably the best. I think that's probably the best rule they have. And how many of them they've played? Like 3 effectively. Yeah. Anyway, so with our best, I don't think we're winning this one anyway. All right. So let's see what we can do. So they're hitting me next up for 18. 13 is 28. 28. I can play the weapon. I can inscribe the thing. I can't do anything. I'll play this and see if I can get a trigger off it. Alright, so I've got 20 now, so they've got over 20 here, so I can kill this and take it. It's like 21. Can't do anything. Right. Right. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, there's 21 damage on 4. Alright, didn't win that one. It went back and forth though. It was a game. It wasn't really one-sided. I needed to find a more removal, basically. Alright, let's go to another game. Going against Division 1981. I was born in 82 for comparison. I kept my hand. It has round, basically looking at trying to get to a effect to boost Hojan, but Hojan is relatively good against the aggro decks, and it's just a good card in general, really. So look, we're looking like the Emerald Waystone will be active. If Hojan lives a turn, I've got double Magenticus and the resources for them, which is quite. Okay, we're going against a dinosaur deck effectively. Yep.
I will have justice.
And then you say that's activated Nightfall. So right, the first dinosaur you play each turn costs 1 less. So that's worth doing something about. We're going to play this now. Right. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to silence their dino. It's just down to a 4/4. I'm going to lose this, but there's no reason to. And I can basically play my dino, say the next turn. There's no reason to attack it. I just would lose my armor. So it's down to a 4/4. So I'm going to lose my weapon. You lose the weapon basically when you take the damage equal to the armor.
I'm here to help.
Right. So I've got lots of options now. So I can do something. So I can either play this and pop. So I've got 1 armor here. I can play this and pass, or I can play this and stun. I probably want to stun this one because it's the bigger one. Right. Silence an enemy unit. Their main deck, it seems a bit random card to put in their main to me. It looks like a market card. Right, so now we're starting to stabilize. They're stuck on 3 resources, which unfortunately. So we can just, I'm going to play the hammer and kill it. Well, attempt to kill it. They could do something. We'll see what they have. Kill an enemy attack them. Again, that doesn't seem very good to me. I'm just going to pause. So that's the. Yeah, that's very similar to a card in my deck. Anyway, it's also got decay, so the decay is like effectively. I'm just going to take the damage. I'm probably going to do damage in the next turn. Unfortunately, I didn't hit a resource. So whether I want to do it, I'm just going to stun this. Just buy me time. Yeah, they're up to 4. Right. Well, bear in mind, so your attacking units have decay. It's not on the defense. So if I attack with this, it's going to get +3/+3. So right. So I'm going to attack with just this one. Yeah, so that's fine. I'm going to play Hojan and then leave this open to condemn if they go to combat. Right. And then eventually I could probably use the merchant to get something from the market. Oh, that's one of the avatars, isn't it? +10 if you get in this turn. Your units with Condor have 35 or more. Sure, I might just condemn it anyway on the off chance. Right, so I'm going to play this. I'll use the merchant to get something. I'll just get the thing. Alright, I'm just working out if I attack. So we get +7/+7. Yeah, so it can attack. They took 10, which is fair enough. And it's when this attacks, you get bigger. So looking at boosting the dinos up. I hope people are having a good day. I mean, say there's lots of sets coming out for various different games. There's like Magic, lots of sets. Yeah, so that's okay. So, is this a dinosaur? Yeah, it is a dinosaur. You gain equal to the cloak. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, okay. So they're going to gain. So I don't think it's a problem anyway. It's not a problem. I can silence this now if I really need to, but let's see. They're on 29. Yeah. So I play this on Hojan. It will make more sense to silence this.
A fine battle.
Right, so now you see it's only a 414. So now I can probably attack with most of these things. I'll fly in with this one for sure. I mean, I may even be able to attack all out. What am I going to lose? I'll lose Hojan, but that might not be a problem. I don't actually mind, I'll just attack, see what happens. Worst case scenario is they play another one, right? Yeah, so there are lots of new sets coming out, and Magic's got a new set, TCG Pocket's got a new set this week. I've played pretty much most things. Right, so they've got on the board. Yeah, that's got the one with Destiny. So Destiny's like a digital only mechanic. It's if you draw the card, basically. It's effectively a miracle from Magic. It basically comes back. It goes into the top X card of your library. So they can silence one of my units, which is fine. He silenced the Pangolin. So it means we can basically get looking at playing the Mantle on, say, the Flyer, and that will probably get us there. We can play it on a Hojan if we want. They've got 11 on the board, but my armour covers it. Yeah, they're playing dinosaurs. I'm just going to take it. I can gain most of it back. So ideally we'll draw a resource next turn. Percy Cloak, I'm playing one spell each turn. Yeah, so it's a similar effect. Alright, so now we can play this relic, and we can silence it. Right, so we can play. I can silence the relic. And then we play the armor on.
A fine battle.
As you see, Hojan's getting big, and they're tapped out basically, so we can basically tap for this. I don't think I've got enough. Oh, do I have enough? We'll attack. I think it's one short. Yeah, one short. One short of attacking for enough that turn. Anyway, we've got the Flyer. If they can't deal with the Flyer, yeah. Anyway, so thank you. I normally wish my friends thank you. Yeah, that was another game. Right, let's see how we go. So we're on game 2. We're going to show you. We should try at least another 2 games. Or should we see what's in the pack first? I'll show you what's in the pack at the end. I don't know what set that's from. And we need to say thanks very much. And we need to say, oh, I keep doing these various different videos. So basically, my other Magic videos, I do various Magic videos. So I show my in-person Commander decks. I do pack openings, and for Eternal, I basically do various videos at the moment. I'm working my way through my favourite decks, I would say. Anyway, this might be my favourite deck. I haven't yet to decide. Anyway, let's show you some more gameplay. Yeah, Magic release too many cards. Eternal don't release enough. The only Eternal cards they're releasing through the chapters. There's some busted ones though. There's Omniscience and that springs to mind, but they're not really releasing much new stuff. There's like effectively, but it feels like a card a week, where Magic feels more like a set every month, every couple of months. It may be more than that actually. Anyway, I've played most of the main CCGs today. I've played this. I played MTG Arena today, and I also played Hearthstone as well. That seems alright. It's a bit greedy, but I will keep it. I've basically got 5 resources, basically, because the first play team is probably going to get road, effectively. I wish them luck. I like my bear avatar. Playing against a horror deck, which is effectively the Simic deck in Magic. I mean, so I'm going to play one of these platings as inscribed, so it acts like a sigil. Yeah, so Horu is a green-blue deck effectively in this game, so we're going to play this. The aim is to probably try and play as many of these things out as you can, and then probably cast Equalize down to the weapon. So they've played a Hoja, which is in both of our decks. The thing is, they do have various ways to counter these kind of openings. So we can go, we're going to try this. Silence the Hoja. They can have an effect that will make it invulnerable to damage.
A fine battle.
But we'd rather they did it now. They also get a trigger again. Oh, so now it's a 4/3. So when it resolves, so it's basically 4/3. So there's no reason to attack, basically, because we're going to run into the Pangolin. I don't want to attack this now as it's immune to damage. So I'll basically just wait and see.
Heed my warning.
Yeah, so he's hunt one. One of my resources is blowing. So I've got a very variety of options. So the Horu Envoy is the thing that springs to mind. I can attack with this and maybe make this bigger. I think he's probably got the same trick. Again, I'm going to try and attack with just this and see what happens. I assume he has the same trick. Okay, so he's got Finest Hour, so that's a +3/+3, so it's effectively a giant growth in Magic. So so I'm going to lose my armor. So I go to, and he's still got a 5/3. I'm probably not going to want to attack now. So I don't have a resource, so I'm probably better rowing this. I'm going to row the plating. And then I might even want to play the merchant.
Welcome.
I'll get rid of this. Right, and probably going to get Harsh Rule, I would think. Which is just kill everything. They do have counter magic. It's normally counter, and basically hunt, effectively. Yeah, so they're basically they're going to probably play a spell on the unit. I don't care if the Pangolin dies because it has an Entomb trigger. I assume, but I could double block and see if they have another spell, or make them use some more units. Shall I double block? Is my question, and I feel I should double block just to get the tricks out. So I'm blocking with 5. I'm going to see if they have another Finest Hour or something similar to make their unit invincible. Yeah, they've got Finest Hour. That's fine currently. So they draw a card, and their thing is 5/5. That's 2-for-2 trade. Or technically they did draw a card for it, so it's not quite a 2-for-2. Then they're playing a painting. They know I have the Harsh Rule, so they might not want to overextend into it. But if they keep the cards in the hand, then I can equalise.
A potion for any occasion.
Yeah, so that's really annoying. That gives you the unit themselves ages, so it means I can't equalise officially. So I need another one basically. So I need to think what I want to do. So let's play the Pangolin for sure, and I'll just wait. Yeah, ages prevents me targeting effectively them. It will ignore the first one. what else am I looking forward to? So I'm looking forward to the Switch 2 when it comes out. I've pre-ordered my Switch 2. So hopefully I'll be sharing that with you at some point. Alright, so they have 0 resources open. Which is good. So it means I need to read this a location. It's like effectively they're like planeswalkers for those of my Magic players, and they have various different things. You basically do one of them each turn. When you get to that, you get an ultimate. So it's give you one of your units advantage of damage, basically. Okay, so that's fine. So I can attack this effectively. You can attack this as a player, like the thing. I can then they're probably going to block. I'll get a trigger. And then I can basically reset them. I'm going to attack. I'm going to attack this. I assume they're going to put the 5/5 in the way, but we will see what they do. Yep. Right. So now while they're tapped out, we're going to play Harsh Rule.
This ends now.
Clear the board and see what they do now. Right, so really going to the thing, as you see, the resource. It's like a planeswalker in Magic, effectively.
Heed my warning.
Their position is like, if they didn't have the Aegis, I'd be looking really good. But like, they hit one of my resources, not the end of the world. Right. So now I have a Ho-Jan, so basically I'm going to play Ho-Jan. I'm probably going to leave the resource open.
Never stop.
So Ho-Jan's an 8/7, as you see, he got some buffs from the various things I've played. Way above average size. I mean, it's bigger than the Horu Envoy, but like, I assume the Envoy's just going to get bigger. So the Envoy is immune to damage this turn. I can block it, but I don't feel that's the correct play because they'll just play something, and then I risk putting my unit into the bin unnecessarily. Right, so I'll take the 8. It just knocked off my armor. I really need to find another equalizer. If I get another equalizer, I can take most of their hand away. But I don't really. Because we basically have and you need something to break the board parity, so I need like a weapon ideally. But I will have the resources to cast the thing normally. Even a small weapon like the silence one would be sufficient. Alright, so they're tapped out. I basically want equalise this turn. Right, so I don't have equalise, but like I can basically see what I can do. So right, I want to attack with Ho-Jan and then maybe do this. So we're going to play this. I'm tempted to play the reinforced because I don't see what I'm going to do. I'm not going to do this, mate. Yeah, I'll just play it now. I just want to make this big. It's going to give me hopefully 10 bars. I don't imagine it's going to stick around. We're going to attack the side and see what they do.
No
They let the site go. Okay, that's not bad for me. As you see, I went up. So now I can play this. And then worst case scenario is I'm going to block with this and put the thing on Ho-Jan so it'll get me another resource.
We fight to survive.
That is what I'm going to do. So the threshold on Kira is basically when you play a spell direct on it, draw a card, then it goes +2/+2 in endurance when it attacks, give another unit. So the on a flyer is fine. I'm just going to block like that. Take 8, go to 31. I'm going to play the weapon onto this, so I'm going to get a trigger to play a Justice Sigil for my deck. I'd rather it was in my turn when I could attack with it. Here's a silence unit, which is like fair enough. So I've got an 11/10. It's probably just going to block. Okay, so I've got 9/8 basically, so that's okay. So I'm probably just going to hold the card. I'm going to play the Research Lab. You can multi-kick, but it's not worth it. I need another basic unit. It might also worth holding one of the cards in your hand because you might need it to get access to your market because you need to trade a card in to get one out. Right. They're going to levitate the Envoy, so that means it flying, draw a card. Yeah, so I'm taking like 15 in the air basically, so it depends what they have. Oh, it's more than that. It's 7. It's like not 19. So I basically need to find an answer
We are
next turn.
saved.
I basically need to find another equaliser, something that goes to my market, or something else. And if they have counter interaction, I'd probably just lose, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not doing so well at the moment, but wait, we'll see. Okay. Anyway, I'll try and link the deck in the comments or the below the video. If I can't do it, just pause the video if you want the list. Okay, so how are we going to say that? Auric Condemnation. So that is okay, but it's not amazing. I don't know if it helps us or not. I'm just going to pause now and see what happens. I fear the counter, and then counter and hunt X, and then it just kills me. If they don't have a thing, I can gain life. Yeah, so that enables him to get probably a counter.
Bang.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Because I'm not dead. I have to block. I block the ground-based one, then I'm going to 26. So I'm going to block this. And then I'm going to condemn this one. If they have an answer, they have an answer. So now I'm on 30 something, but I haven't got very long. I've got basically one turn. So the trick shot roughing basically gave him plus 10 equal to
Not for coin,
Yeah.
but for justice.
I can't really do anything, to be honest. I can't gain enough life. So what do I have to do to survive this? I basically have to try and basically nuke one of these units, basically. So I'm basically going to play this. I'm going to silence the Kira. I think I may just be cooked at this point. And what am I going to do? I'm going to play a double something. I'm going to double this barrel. I can kill this. It might be the correct thing. I can attack either. Oh, I can attack them. Oh, this has got flying. Yeah, I'm better attacking the free one, basically, aren't I then? They could have the effect to make it vulnerable to damage. I think I have to go for it. I'm on like 25. Yeah, so then let it go. I've got an 1816 that can block. They're all ground based now, so we'll see. That was a reasonable top deck from me. I mean, so some of the game is about being lucky, but like it's about knowing what you have in your deck and what your odds are of drawing them. Unfortunately, there's no good tracking software for this game. Unfortunately, for some reason, you can't get a tracker. Whereas MTG Arena and the Hearthstone all have the equivalents where you can see your deck in like displayed, and it tells you your odds of drawing each card. But unfortunately, this game, that's one of my least favourite things about the game. Other than it suffers from the same thing as Magic, whereas basically you don't draw the resources, you don't do anything. Right, so, okay, so they're attacking things. So we basically, the 4-3 Kira is the biggest, it's not necessarily the biggest thing, but it's the one we want to block and see if I have a trick. I have an 1816. I'm going to take 10. The fact you takes us to 10. If we draw another equalise, we... Yeah, that's a one-sided pull, right? Yeah, this is the one I have in my market. Yeah. We probably need another equalise. If we have a second equalise, I think we stabilise because we're going to take their entire hand. Unfortunately, it does not like we have the equalise, and they attack me with 7, 8, 9. That's 11. I'll cast it, but I don't. We can't do anything.
My verdict is...
Yeah, I'm just dead. Might as well go to another one. Right, that's that one. Right, so how are we feeling? We'll probably show you one more game, I think, and then we'll leave it there. Not having much luck today, unfortunately. I feel I've just got unlucky. Ranking hasn't really changed, so it's still around 150. I got to top 10. I think I got 8 or so. That's quite resource heavy, but I still feel it's okay. I'll try it and see. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, as we're playing against another horror deck, they may show us another resource. So this looks like an aggressive start. We've got double Hoja. I mean, you say they don't play a huge variety board line. Okay, they're not horror. They're basically with shadow as well. So now we've got two choices: is to play the Hojan or play this, or do something or do nothing. So we're basically going to play with the thing. I think I'm going to play this one because I'd rather keep this one. If this is more impact in the late game, because if you get a turn with it untapped and double something's power, you're winning quite quickly. Right, so we've got 2-2 with Aegis and Warcry. That's okay. Not really a problem. We can race it currently. Alright, so let's play a resource. Brings you up to 4-3. They have no resource, so we can attack. I'm looking at playing the second Hojan next turn. No, sorry, this turn, not next turn. Because we can race it currently. So they're probably going to want to attack to get their Warcry trigger. And then we can, what if they don't have a follow-up, they're playing some depleted resources. So the scout ones, they're very good. They're one of the best ones in this game. So they're similar in style to a Scryland in Magic. They manipulate, you get to see the top card, so it improves your draw odds. Transform a unit into a pig and kill it. I do like that achievement. I believe there's another achievement for making pigs, I believe, or making things into pigs. So we're going up to a 4-3 again. So like we'll attack. So they're getting their triggers, but they're not doing that much at the moment. We'll see. They do have access to Shadow and that as well, which means they could have a lot of removal spells. Yeah, they're going to do the same again. Unfortunately, it dies as a pig, which means, but like, I've still got Hojan on the table, which is fine. So now we're getting, this does have Aegis though. So currently we're racing it. So go for them. I'm going to play this. I'm probably going to keep this because I feel like I might get to it. I'll keep the Condemn as well. We're on 34, they're on 13, so we might get to the plating. Right, I need to read this thing. I don't know what it does. It's got Aegis. It's when he attacks with 2 or more other units, transform into Hiroko, which wins 1 or more units, hits in play, create and draw a random spell. Okay. Right, so now I have to basically make the decision. Alright, so we want to play, so that's Amplify 5, and that's 1. So I basically want to leave this as a blocker, so I have to do this now. I'm going to play it like that. So I'm going to attack for 4. I've got that.
No escape.
I assume they're going to take it, and then we've got a blocker. We definitely want to... if he attacks with 2 or more other units, okay, it doesn't count him, I wasn't sure. So they're just going to kill the unit. Yeah, that makes sense. So now I've got a full weapon. So now we're going to start doubling this. We're going to start doubling the... like this. So we've got a 6-6. Now I have to make the decision whether to attack with it or not. And the honest answer is I think I can, because they're like... yeah, I mean, I'll get on with it. I mean, I feel they've got either interaction or not. Anyway, let's see what they do. Yeah, they're just going to block. Sure, I'm going to gain 6, and if they kill it, it's not the worst. I have some more mana into it than average, though. Right, so next time we'll... yeah, your units are vulnerable to battle damage while you have Aegis. So you're basically looking at killing it with, say, this. So I'm going to attack with this and see what happens. Battle damage. Okay, so that's fine. So I can just play this game with the line. I think I actually made a mistake though. I didn't really remember what the stupid card does. Anyway, we should be alright. I can just kill it with this anyway. I can also take quite a lot of damage. That could have been worse. Steal an enemy relic and put it into your hand. Right, so what's the best? The best thing is to condemn it. So it now does not have Aegis, so now we're just going to take the damage. Because if they stole my plating, it would look quite... Right, there we go. So we've got plating now. So we can play it. So we're going to play the plating. Right, just let me think through this turn. We've got 8. Your units are involved about damage. Well, they have an Aegis. Okay, so that so that means this is immune. I can attack with this as well. Might be just better to try and kill this. Yep. And now I can attack like this with this. Right. Yeah, I'm not sure I played that entirely correctly. Anyway, the aim is to like try and play it as optimally as possible, but like I haven't been feeling great recently. I know I'm still rank 100 and something. Right, so now this is looking quite good. So I'm losing the thing. They turned it into a pig again, but I have a decent board.
Strong horns.
I might as well play this, to be brutally honest. Amplified once. And then I'll get Watchwing support triggers as well. We're assuming if they don't get big, it's going to be a 3-3 next turn.
You're all pathetic.
Yeah, they're going to play one of their own. Right, so basically we're going to pump and see if they block, basically, because they could take 6. But like, it's going to double their power, which doesn't do anything with this in play because it doesn't have any power. There's no reason to play out a second copy, so we'll just pass. They need a kill all units. Yeah, that's fair enough. But I have like a weapon.
Strong plates, strong horns.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That basically just gets something out of my market. I'll get Mantle of Justice set out of my market. Put Mantle of Justice on this, and then if they don't have removal, I win. Attack. They don't have removal as well. Alright, so we went, what do we go? 50-50, I think. Some of the games take quite a while. Right, as you see, I'm ranked 140. Let's quickly open the pack and see what I got out of the pack, and then we'll round out the video. Alright, for Eternal, so I'll also be playing Eternal. I've been playing the Sealed League. I was considering doing a video on my Sealed League for the month. So when I may do one, I'll see. But they'll be quite long because the games take ages to get because the queues aren't very good. Oh, Crushing Avalanche, not one I recognise. It's 4 damage for each enemy unit in each side that was played this turn. Oh, alright, so it's a bit like the other spell that does a similar thing. Okay, that's quite cool. Right, that was the Dark Frontier pack. Yeah, so I might do a video about my Sealed League, but I don't know about what one. And I'm probably going to feature some other decks anyway. I've got plenty of decks. I've got a deck for each of the factions, basically. Now I've got multiple decks for some of them. Anyway, you can say this has been Matthew, and this has been Matthew Hawker Gaming. Thanks very much for watching. If you're new to the channel and like the content, please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me grow the channel. I'll keep doing these videos and check out some of my other gaming content for MTG and my video game stuff. They'll all be linked in various playlists on the channel. Alright, thanks very much for watching. Bye.